folks, it's Sarah with Obadiah's, and today I have featured the beautiful Gemini by JA Roby. This is their stacked model wood cook stove, and I am super excited to do an overview for you guys today. I've done a lot of other videos on JA Roby products, but this is my first time burning their stacked model, so I am so excited to bring you guys this video today. Now, those of you who don't know what a first burn is, there is a process to breaking in your brand new cook stove or wood stove. I do this in all of the stoves that I demo for you guys, and I take you through this process of breaking it in. Essentially, it's going to start with a small kindling fire that burns completely down. We'll move into a medium fire that burns all the way down into our large hottest fire. This process takes me about 8 hours to go through, depending on the stove model, and I condense it down and give you guys some temperature readings and show you the various stages of the fire along the way. So I am going to go ahead and start building my fire, and I'm going to start with a small kindling fire. Okay, so you can see this is super small kindling here, dry, no bark is the best you can do. And then I literally I stack it one on top of each other and make like a star pattern and just keep repeating. This is going to allow the most airflow to get up underneath the kindling, which is exactly what you want for when you're gonna get it to take off here. So I'll do a couple a little bit bigger pieces mixed in with some smaller pieces. I got it all stacked up in here nicely, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my blowtorch. All right, I wanna show you all my wood up close. So you can see how I stacked it. I have really small ones that are really thin down here on the bottom. And then I just start like in an X and then make them into a star going all the way up. Good airflow. You wanna make sure your damper controls are wide open, and then we'll get rolling. Okay, now I have my handy dandy blowtorch, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the stove lit up. So damper control on this Gemini, you got the one bottom damper control pulled all the way out is open. You want it wide open when going to start the fire. Here we go. Sometimes I have comments or people thinking this is not safe. This is perfectly safe. I would never walk away from my blowtorch and leave it in here. Yes, that could absolutely not be safe if you did that. But if you are sitting right here next to your stove, there's absolutely no harm in using a blowtorch. I mean, you can already hear the fire crackling right here. It takes off extremely quick. I don't even use any kind of paper or anything like that. And the reason is because paper just creates more fly ash, more ash cleanup in the firebox, up your chimney, etc. So dry kindling is as clean as possible. You literally just need like 60 seconds with a torch, and it's going to take right off with stacking your wood properly here. So you can see, just like that, we have a nice fire going, super quick, and I'm going to now let this burn out. This is our initial first light, and then we're gonna let it burn down to a nice glowing bed of embers. Once we reach those beautiful embers, then I will go ahead and add some more logs on. So I'm gonna let this burn about 10 minutes, and then I'll give you guys some temperature readings. All right, this is the initial takeoff of the stove. So I ran my blowtorch about 60 seconds. And you can see it's burning slow. There's a little bit of smoke off the initial light, but this is a nice airtight door. It's not clogging up the glass or anything like that. So that's how it's going to look when you first get it lit. I'm gonna let it burn here, and I'll update you guys at the 10-minute mark. Okay, so this stove has been burning with the kindling for 15 minutes now on our first burn. You can see that there is still some flame burning. This was not a full box of kindling, as you could see in the previous. previous image. I'm going to give you guys some temperature readings. The side panels are still kind of cold, but I can feel some heat coming off the front. So front glass temperature reading 267. Inside the oven glass, I'm getting a reading of 85 degrees. Let's see if I open it up. Side baking oven 163. Right side 165. Bottom of the baking oven 147. Back of the baking oven is sitting at 85 degrees. Cooktop up here is sitting at 82 degrees. My oven damper control is closed. I don't think I mentioned that at the start of my video, so I want to say that I'm keeping this closed because I'm going to be building some heat in this oven to warm it up kind of slowly and cure it along with my initial first burn here. Side panels of the stoves. Top side panel 76 degrees. Bottoms, or I should say mid side panel where the firebox is, also 74 degrees, actually a little cooler, 75 degrees. So got a little bit of heat coming out, 15-minute burn temperatures. Here we go. I'm gonna let it burn out and then I will start loading into my medium burn. Okay. So this has been burning about 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and go into my medium burn. So when I was initially starting, I used like really small kindling like this. For my medium, I'm gonna use some bigger kindling like this size, along with some smaller pieces here. So again, we're heating this stove up really slowly. It is not my goal to get this stove as hot as possible. So these temperature readings I'm giving you are a slow, low, break it in kind of burn. All right, so I'm gonna do 4 of these kind of like smaller ones, and then I'm gonna grab some wood up here too. These are also really pretty small pieces of wood that you can see here, okay? So I'm gonna grab a couple small ones. 1, 2, 3. All right, so 3 small ones, 4 really small ones, and this is what's gonna take me into my medium. So I'm gonna open this up. So this here, take you guys up close, is still not a packed firebox. I would say it's probably just less than halfway packed right now with those 7 small pieces of wood in there to take us into our medium burn. So I'm gonna let this burn about another 20 minutes or so, 20 to 30, and then I will come and update you guys with some medium temperature on our first burn. This is 7 small little pieces. Some of them are really small, some of them are like these ones on the top are my big pieces of wood. And yeah, we're just breaking it in really nice and slow here, letting everything heat up slowly. Glass is burning nice and clean. Super easy to light. Burning really good so far. Loving this Gemini. So my medium fire has been burning for quite a while. I would say since I reloaded, it's been burning about 30-35 minutes. So my stove has been burning about 45-50 minutes, just under an hour in total. And I'm gonna give you guys some temperature readings. Front glass is reading at 613 degrees. Oven glass is reading at 202. Okay, so this gets hot on the oven handle, so you do want to make sure you've got something to open that up. Left hand side of the oven is reading 384. And the right hand side is reading 383. Bottom of the oven, 382. Back of the oven, 201. Cooktop is sitting at 209 degrees over here on the right-hand side when facing the front, and about 185 located on the left-hand side. Front's about 160. So looks like these kind of sides areas tend to be a little bit hotter. Top side panel, 144. 149 down at the firebox. 142 the top, and yeah, 143 located at the side of the firebox. So these are going to be our medium temperature readings. I'm gonna let this burn down just a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and reload into my hot burn. I am going to go ahead and reload this fire into my hot burn, and right now I'm just going to do, I think, 2 logs. This one, it's not terribly big. And then this one here is gonna be a little bit larger. So again, I wanna remind you guys that this is a slow first burn. The stove's been burning for about an hour right now, just with the smaller kindling. I'm gonna do 2 solid big pieces of wood here that I would say are like standard log sizes. And then I'm gonna put 1 small one, maybe 2. I'm gonna see how it goes when I load it. So it's always really, really nice to have a variety of wood sizes when loading, because then you can get the most out of your fire. So I've got a handy dandy little poker tool. I'm gonna open this up here, and I'm gonna scoot these coals around a little bit. I've got a nice, good bed of coals going here. Slide that open just a little more so you guys can see. All right, so my largest log is gonna go in first here. Slide it in there. 1. This Gemini has a nice large firebox. If you go side to side, you can actually get, I think if I remember correctly off the top of my head, I think it's a 22-inch log. So my wood is cut small enough that I'm not gonna load it side to side. I'm gonna go front to back here. And even front to back, I've got a lot of room up in here. So yeah, I'm gonna start here with just those 4 logs. I'll do some other burns where we heat up the stove as quick as possible, but again, first burn, so we're taking it nice, slow, and steady. I will update you guys with hot burn temperatures after these logs have burned all the way down, and then we're ready for some more fuel. All right, here we have the fire up close into our hot burn, so you can see I could still fit more wood in here. This is not as full as it goes. This glass is burning so super clean. Drops very nice. The oven was hot just off of our kindling burn in there. And yeah, I'm loving it so far. Okay, so I am now about 2 hours into this first burn, maybe more like 2.5. I still have quite a bit of coals left here, logs that will continue to burn, I would say at least another hour. But I'm gonna give you guys some temperature readings into this burn now. Front glass is sitting at 648 degrees. Oven glass is sitting at 258. And then I'm gonna go ahead and open this. Side of the oven, whoa, 434 on the left-hand side, right-hand side, left-hand side. Right-hand side, 432. Back, 292. Bottom, 478. The flue pipe is sitting at 456. Top of the stove, 199 in the very front, 226 on the right-hand side. Top side panel, 176, down by the firebox, 201. Top oven panel, 171. And we are sitting at 192, 195 down here on the firebox side. So this is going to be our updated temperature readings for our first burn, about 2 hours into this burn process. Here we are 2 hours into this burn on the JA Roby Gemini. Nice bed of coals, not any bit of darkness on the glass throughout this first burn process. It is burning very nice. It's producing a lot of heat, and it's keeping me warm tonight. I really hope that you guys do enjoy these videos. I do my best to show you kind of every aspect of the stove so you know exactly what you're getting before you make your purchase. If you guys do like my videos, please click that thumbs up. It helps me out so much. Cheers.